Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Om Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, 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 Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai. Hari Om, pranams to you all. Hari Om. We will read from the book. This is Points to Ponder, book written by Swami Satchidananda. His talks and messages they brought out in the format of book. In that, Satchidananda Swamiji has written a prayer to beloved Papa. We will first read that and then we will read the article. My humble prayer to beloved Papa. Prostrations at the holy feet of my most beloved Papa. I don't speak usually because I feel I have nothing to speak. I only try to love everyone in a proper way, that is, by looking upon all as the manifestation of my most beloved Papa. I can't say I am 100% successful in this attempt, but I am still trying. The more we try, the more joy we get. By loving one person, we get great joy. And if we are able to love all, we get infinite joy. By loving one person, we get great joy. And if we are able to love all, we get infinite joy. In the same way, to be loved by one is a great joy, and to be loved by all gives us immense joy. It is all a play of love and joy. True love means loving another, feeling oneness with him. True love means loving another, feeling oneness with him. The other may apparently be different, but we are really one. The other may apparently be different, but we are really one. In fact, the whole universe is a single unit of the Saguna Swarupa of our beloved Papa, who himself is the substratum for the manifestation. In fact, the whole universe is a single unit of the Saguna Swarupa of our beloved Papa, who himself is the substratum for the manifestation. We are all one, belonging to the universal body of our beloved Papa. We are all one, belonging to the universal body of our beloved Papa. When I stand apart from that universal manifestation and look upon all of you as His innumerable and different forms, when I stand apart from that universal manifestation and look upon all of you as His innumerable and different forms of it, gives me great joy. And to go on loving that way is the best thing that we can do. We don't have to speak anything. We don't have to thank anybody for anything, because our dealings are only with our beloved Papa. We don't have to speak anything. We don't have to thank anybody for anything, because our dealings are only with our beloved Papa. There are only two existing, that is myself and my beloved Papa in his innumerable forms. There are only two existing, that is myself and my beloved Papa in his innumerable forms. Papa, in the course of his play, through his innumerable forms, hides himself in those forms. Papa, in the course of his play, through his innumerable forms, hides himself in those forms. He has put on a mask of ignorance in each form. He has put on a mask of ignorance in each form and pretends that he is not what he really is. What I do is, whenever I see you all, I put my head at your feet mentally. What I do is, whenever I see you all, I put my head at your feet mentally. Whenever I see you all, I put my head at your feet mentally and salute you, because you are all the embodiments of beloved Papa himself. My only prayer today is that I should be able to get established in that experience of seeing everybody as nothing but beloved Papa's innumerable forms, and at the same time be conscious of his eternal, all-pervading presence. My only prayer today is that I should be able to get established in that experience of seeing everybody as nothing but beloved Papa's innumerable forms, and at the same time be conscious of his eternal, all-pervading presence. I take this opportunity also to pray to my beloved Papa to remove that mask of ignorance in those of you, his manifestations, who aspire for the highest, and make you realize your oneness with him, and thus be free from the ignorance from which you are suffering. May beloved Papa grant my prayer that all of us should enjoy the supreme happiness by realizing our oneness with him. May beloved Papa grant my prayer that all of us should enjoy the supreme happiness by realizing our oneness with him. Swami Satchidananda. So he has written the prayer to beloved Papa. These are his talks, different occasions. He used to give messages and talks that all were brought up in a book form. This is one of the talks on the occasion of Beloved Papa's Mahasamadhi Day in July 1993. This talk is given by Pujya Swami Satchidananda. Beloved Papa is in all forms and beyond. What shall we talk about today? We have only one subject, and that is Papa. What does we mean by Papa? We take Papa to be absolute existence, the highest truth that has manifested as the universe and is seated in the hearts of every one of us. We take Papa to be absolute existence, the highest truth that has manifested as the universe and is seated in the hearts of every one of us. It means God Himself. Papa means God Himself. So when we say Papa, we mean God. God means, Papa said, it is a subtle, mysterious power. But we are observing the Mahasamadhi Day of our beloved Papa. Tomorrow is Mahasamadhi Day. So what does it mean? We say our Papa is the eternal, infinite, birthless, deathless existence. At the same time, we say we are observing the Mahasamadhi Day, which means the day on which he shed his mortal coil. They do not go together. Then, how can we explain it? Papa is birthless, deathless, eternal existence, God Himself. He took a human form to teach us the way to realize Him. That subtle, mysterious power, Papa, He has taken a human form and then He came to teach us. He took a human form to teach us the way to realize Him. That form is called Swami Ramdas. That subtle, mysterious power, taken a form, came to teach us how to realize God. So that form we gave the name Swami Ramdas and endearingly started addressing him as Papa. So when we say we are observing the Mahasamadhi Day of our beloved Papa, we mean observance of the day of disappearance of the form. We mean observance of the day of disappearance of the form that he took and in which he lived with us till 1963, to which we are all much attached. We miss that form. We liked that form. It was through that form we got the holy and all-powerful Ramnam. It was in that form that he guided us and gave us instructions as to what we should do to walk on the spiritual path. It was through that form that he loved every one of us so much that we were drawn away from our worldly ties and got attached to him. It is that form that comes to our mind when we say Papa. But that form alone is not all. When we think of that particular form, immediately his formless Nirguna aspect should also come to our mind. Otherwise, we will be simply getting attached to that form. So, whenever we think of Papa, let us take him to be the all-pervading, absolute existence, the entire universe, and the truth seated in everybody's heart, which means whatever we see before us is the form of our beloved Papa. Whatever names and forms we see in front of us, that is all his beloved Papa. If we see everyone like that, And if we love everyone with that attitude, then alone we can say that we have real love for Papa. Otherwise, it simply becomes attachment to a particular form. Papa, who came in that particular form, taught us that the purpose of life was to realize God. Papa, who came in that particular form, Swami Ramdas form, taught us that the purpose of life was to realize God, and it should not be anything less than that. He showed us the simplest path, that is, chanting of the holy Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion. He showed us the simplest path, that is, chanting of the holy Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion. He assured us that if we chant Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion, we will be able to realize God in our hearts and our oneness with Him, who is all pervading, who is everything and who is beyond everything. He showed us the simplest path, that is, chanting of the holy Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion. Chanting is okay, but how to do it also, Papa made it very clear, with all love and devotion. If we do like that, Papa he assured us that if we chant Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion, we will be able to realize God in our hearts. Because He is seated within us in the form of life principle. We will be able to realize God in our hearts and our oneness with Him, who is all pervading, who is everything and who is beyond everything. Papa was never tired of extolling the glory of Ram. From the year 1922, when he took to the spiritual path and adopted sannyas, he was clinging to Ram Nam as sadhana. So Papa's sadhana is constant chanting of Ram Nam, constant remembrance. From the year 1922, when he took to the spiritual path and adopted sannyas, he was clinging to Ram Nam as sadhana. He was chanting Ram Nam so intensely, so continuously. He was chanting Ram Nam so intensely, so continuously, and with so much love and devotion that nothing else mattered to him. He wanted only the darshan of God. He wanted only the darshan of God. He wanted to see Ram as the Nirguna, all-pervading existence. He wanted to see Ram as the Nirguna, all-pervading existence. He did not want to see Ram only as form. He did not want to see Ram only as form. Even when Lord Krishna stood before him in his vision, he was not satisfied. When Papa was sitting in the Kadri cave, Lord Krishna gave darshan in the form, but he was not satisfied. He wanted to have the darshan of Nirguna, to see the whole universe as his vision. He wanted to see the entire universe as the manifestation of God. That was his wish. He expects every one of us to try for that supreme existence. If we also cling to the all-powerful Ram mantra, it is sure to take us to the supreme height of God realization. If we also cling to the all-powerful Ram mantra, it is sure to take us to the supreme height of God realization. It is very simple. We don't have to do anything else. It is very simple. We don't have to do anything else. Chant the mantra with all love and devotion and be sure that God will guide us step by step to Himself. Chant the mantra with all love and devotion, and be sure that God will guide us step by step to Himself. Papa used to say that it is impossible to describe the glory of Ramna and how powerful it is. Papa used to say that it is impossible to describe the glory of Ramna and how powerful it is. He was very often saying that when Ramna has the power to take us to the height of God realization, what can it not do for us? People doubt the efficacy of Ramna. They chant Ramna for some time and feel that they don't get any favorable results. They chant Ramna for some time and feel that they don't get any favorable results. That is because they don't put their minds into it. They don't have the concentration. If they have real love for Ramna, it will taste very sweet to them and bring immediate results in the sense that the mind will stay on Ramnam constantly and will never come down to worldly or sensual enjoyments. If they have real love for Ramnam, it will taste very sweet to them and bring immediate results in the sense that the mind will stay on Ramnam constantly and will never come down to worldly or sensual enjoyments. So mind refuses to go out. It will get the taste of Ramna. So this was what was happening to beloved Papa when he was engaged in his sadhana in 1922 and 23. The very name of Ram took him to heights of ecstasy. Papa used to go into ecstasy when he used to chant Ramna. He did not struggle to concentrate his mind on Ram. He did not struggle to concentrate his mind on Ram. The name took his mind away from all worldly things. The name took his mind away from all worldly things. And his mind stayed at Ram's feet without any earthly pull. Without any earthly pull. Because his love for Ram was so deep and his aspiration to realize Ram was so intense. The name took his mind away from all worldly things and his mind stayed at Ram's feet without any earthly pull. Because his love for Ram was so deep and his aspiration to realize Ram was so intense. So that day, Sachidanand Swamiji says, today it is 30th Mahasamadhi day. Now tomorrow we are going to have 59th Mahasamadhi day, Papa's, 2022. This is in 1993. Since Papa's physical body disappeared from our midst, but he is still very much with us. He is always with us. He is guiding us. The mantra that he gave us will surely lift us up and make us reach the goal, provided we maintain the intensity of our aspiration. The mantra that he gave us will surely lift us up and make us reach the goal, provided we maintain the intensity of our aspiration. That alone is left to us. People may ask, why should Papa not do that also? People may ask, why should Papa not do that also? He does not do that. Unless we aspire to realize Him, He does not take us unto Himself. Unless we aspire to realize Him, He does not take us unto Himself. He lets us play in the world. Play with the toys until we are satisfied with the play, or until we are tired of the play and cry for Him. So let us take things seriously. Let us aspire for Him. Let us chant the holy and all-powerful Ram Nam that He has given us, remembering is all pervading Swarupa, that is Nirguna Swarupa, and aspiring to realize our oneness with Him and enjoy eternal happiness and peace. This is how Swamiji concluded. In 1993, July, Mahasamadhi Day of Beloved Papa, Pujya Sachidananda Swamiji gave this talk.
1993.
हाँ, 30 years था तब पापा का समाधि डे हो
कल है ना?
हाँ, कल तो 59th है, अभी 2022 है ना ये 59th महासमाधि डे tomorrow we are all going to observe 59th 59th महासमाधि डे of beloved Papa. So Papa means he has also taken this form. It's not only this form, he has come in that form to lift us up, to guide us, to support us in our spiritual path. He is all-pervading existence. That is his Nirguna Swarupa. So otherwise, Swamiji says, you get attached. If you don't remember that his Nirguna Tattva, we will get attached to the form and we will stagnate. We may not move forward. So whenever we chant, another clue Swamiji gives is, it's not simple chanting. Chanting should be with full love, all love and devotion. Then Nama will take us away from the world and worldly objects. It's not that we should withdraw, we should struggle and all. Effortlessly it takes place. Only thing is we should have love and devotion, intense aspiration to realize Him. Somebody asked, why can't Papa do that? Swamiji says, Papa will not do unless you aspire to realize Him. You should have that aspiration to realize Him. Then He will take us. And Ramnam is the simplest path He gave. And Papa has taken 1920 to 23, that is how he has done his sadhana, constant remembrance with intense aspiration. For him, no other thought, only God. One thought was ruling. So that is why he was able to fast realize the oneness with that reality. Another talk. On the occasion of beloved Papa's Mahasamadhi Day in August 1994, intense Ramnam repetition is the greatest Guru Seva. Intense Ramnam repetition is the greatest Guru Seva. It was 31 years ago, next year. So, I'll be 59 years. That time it was 31 years. It was 31 years ago that our beloved Purushottam Papa shed his mortal coil. Though he is not physically with us, he is in spirit, ever within us, and without us everywhere. Though physical form he may not be there, but he is there in the form of life. He has been so gracious that he makes us feel his presence every minute. He has been so gracious that he makes us feel his presence every minute. As he is our Sadguru, it is natural that we should remember him constantly. As he is our Sadguru, it is natural that we should remember him constantly. When we think of him, we think of his eternal infinite existence. That is his Nirguna Swarupa. So it's not only that bringing Papa's form and thinking, we should also think about the Nirguna Swarupa Papa. When we think of him, we think of his eternal infinite existence. That is his Nirguna Swarupa. At the same time, his charming personality comes to our mind. That form. He was so charming, so loving that everyone was attracted towards him. What he liked most was that his children, his followers and his admirers should chant the holy Ramnam more and more, love God intensely and love everybody, looking upon everybody as different forms of Ram. What he liked most was that his children, his followers and his admirers should chant the holy Ramnam more and more. Love God intensely and love everybody. Looking upon everybody as different forms of Papa. This is what he expected from all of us. What are they? First chant the holy Ram Nam more and more. Love God intensely and love everybody. Loving God means loving everybody because God is there in everybody and everything. Looking upon everybody as different forms of Ram. Because he gave us the most precious gift of Ram Nam. We chanted Ram Nam to please him, to get his grace and to realize our oneness with him. If we had done the chanting with as much as devotion, if we had done the chanting with as much devotion and as much love as he expected us to do, we would have surely realized our oneness with him. Swamiji says we are all doing since so many days. If really we should have done it the way Papa has asked us to do, with all love and devotion, by this time we all must have realized it. We must have become one with him. If we had done the chanting, with as much devotion and as much love as he expected us to do, we would have surely realized our oneness with him. But unfortunately, most of us are lagging behind. Even now, it is not too late. We must intensify our chanting. We must intensify our chanting. We must love God increasingly and aspire for realizing our oneness with him. We must love God increasingly and aspire for realizing our oneness with him. Then alone we can say that we are the children of our beloved Papa and are following his teachings, not simply by staying here. So we should do what he has told us. He asked us to do it. We must intensify our chanting. We must love God increasingly and aspire for realizing our oneness with him. Then alone we can say that we are the children of our beloved Papa and are following his teachings. Otherwise, we are wasting time in a useless way. Otherwise, we are wasting our time in a useless way. Let us not waste our life. Let us make the best use of it. Let us take to the chanting of Ram Nam constantly and love each other as everyone is a manifestation of beloved Papa himself. Let us make the best use of this life. Let us take to the chanting of Ram Nam constantly and love each other as everyone is a manifestation of beloved Papa himself. This will please him most. This is the greatest service we can do to him. When he is pleased, he will shower his grace on us and take us all unto himself, giving us eternal happiness. So what is best Guru Seva? Whatever the teaching he has done, he told us to chant Ram Nam constantly with all love and devotion. That is the best seva which we can do. So Swamiji says if we do that, then that will please him. This is the greatest seva service we can do to him. When he is pleased with our seva, that is chanting constantly with all love and devotion, he will shower his grace on us and take us all unto himself, giving us eternal happiness. So finally the thing is we need to chant the nama given by him constantly with all love and devotion. That Nama will take us away from the world. Then we will be able to go deeper within ourselves, and then we will be able to realize our oneness with Him. Swamiji says if we do that, He will give us that experience. Intense Ram Nam repetition is the greatest Guru Seva, it seems. So whatever Guru has told, his teachings, we should follow. That is what we understand. This is another talk given by Pujya Swamiji. Give up the sense of I and mine. This is on the occasion of Pujya Mataji's Jayanti in October 1991. There is a talk given by Pujya Swamiji. It was on this day, 88 years ago, that our beloved Purushottam Papa presented to the world a rare gift in the form of Mataji Krishnabai. All of you are well aware of her life, attainments and teachings. How she toiled day and night to give peace and happiness to all those who came to her. She wished that everybody should get that peace which is of the eternal. Unfortunately, most of those who came asked for only that peace which belonged to the relative plane. That is, they wanted to have their material needs fulfilled, thinking that such fulfillment would give them peace. It did not give them peace, but not long. It did give them peace, but not long lasting. Material world, relative plane, if we ask, that won't give eternal peace. On this occasion, we remember beloved Mataji more intensely than ever before. Such a remembrance should make us feel her presence more closely and understand what she expected of us. Pujya Mataji wanted everyone who came in contact with our beloved Papa to aspire for the highest realization and be satisfied only by attaining that goal. She was supremely happy whenever she saw anybody with such an intense aspiration. Based on the teachings of beloved Papa, she emphasized the easiest path of chanting Ram Nam constantly. Based on the teachings of beloved Papa, she emphasized the easiest path of chanting Ram Nam constantly and contemplating on Ram as the supreme being and absolute existence who had manifested as the entire universe and was seated in every heart. She advised also that side by side we should do all our activities as service to Him, which means that we should be in tune with Him constantly by Nama, Dhyana and Seva. She made the path still simpler by telling us that there was absolutely no need for us to renounce anything externally. So she says no need anything to be renounced externally. That is, there was no necessity to give up one's positions, properties and families and resort to solitude in the Himalayas, which was really very difficult. According to her, we were only to achieve inner renunciation. According to her, we were only to achieve inner renunciation, that is, to renounce the sense of I and mine. The sense of I and mine. This could be done living in the world, in whatever condition and circumstances we are placed. What is needed is only change of attitude towards things. Instead of feeling that this is mine, I did this, etc., instead of feeling that this is mine, I did this, etc., we have only to take it that it is He who does everything and everything belongs to Him and everything is He. attitude, the thinking changing is needed. Externally, no need any change. What is needed is only a change of attitude towards things. Instead of feeling that this is mine, I did this, etc., we have only to take it that it is He who does everything, and everything belongs to Him, and everything is He. Sadhana done with this attitude is sure to bring very quick results without any outward change in us. That was her belief. No need to change anything externally, renounce anything externally. Be in the place where God has placed you. So whatever we do, we are doing for Him only, because it is His power which is making me do. And we think this is mine, that is mine. But everything is provided by that higher power called God. And we are able to do anything because He is seated within us in the form of life principle. Otherwise I am a dead body. That means He is the doer. So with that remembrance, with that attitude, I should do same things what I was doing it. Only inner thinking should change. Attitude change is enough. Instead of feeling that this is mine, I did this, etc., we have only to take it that it is He who does everything, and everything belongs to Him, because we all know when we came from mother's womb, we came empty-handed. We did not bring anything. Everything belongs to Him, and everything is He, and He Himself is manifested as an entire universe. Sadhana done with this attitude is sure to bring very quick results without any outward change in us. Though the above mentioned sadhana may appear to be very easy, it actually requires a great amount of effort on our part to erase the sense of I-ness and mine-ness and accept everything as He and His. It looks very easy, but Mataji says it needs lot of effort, because we got used to telling this is mine, I did this. So used to. So to get rid of that habit and change our attitude it needs lot of effort. Though the above mentioned sadhana may appear to be very easy, it actually requires a great amount of effort on our part to erase the sense of I-ness and mine-ness and accept everything as He and His. This requires a very strong foundation of chanting of Ram Nam and remembrance of God. This requires a very strong foundation of chanting of Ram Nam and remembrance of God. To make this more effective and bring quicker results, Pujya Mataji has been suggesting that we should love everybody as our own and serve them physically, mentally and materially whenever an occasion arises. Pujya Mataji has been suggesting that we should love everybody as our own and serve them physically, mentally and materially whenever an occasion arises. Loving everybody is possible only when we try to develop a wider vision and feel that it is beloved Papa alone who has manifested as everybody and everything, and that to love everyone is to really love Him. Loving everybody is possible only when we try to develop a wider vision, expansion, and feel that it is beloved Papa alone who has manifested as everybody and everything, and that to love everyone is to really love Him. This practice takes away the possibility of our having likes, dislikes. This practice takes away the possibility of our having dislike, hatred or jealousy towards anybody under any circumstances, as this negative feeling towards anybody means dislike, hatred and jealousy towards beloved Papa Himself. if we have this feeling towards anybody, that means we are having this feeling towards Papa, because Papa is only there in everybody and in everything. If we feel dislike, hatred or jealousy towards anybody, that means we are having dislike, hatred and jealousy Papa himself, because all names and forms are Papa only. So the first thing we have to practice with the constant chanting of Ram Nam. So the first thing we have to practice with the constant chanting of Ram Nam is to see our beloved Papa in everybody and everything. So we should remember, why are we chanting? We are chanting Ram Nam to see our beloved Papa in everybody and in everything. When this practice becomes stronger and stronger, the negative feelings belong to lower nature will naturally disappear and make the mind pure. Then mind becomes pure. The first thing we have to practice is constant chanting of Ram Nam and to see our beloved Papa in everybody and everything. When this practice becomes stronger and stronger, the negative feelings belonging to lower nature will naturally disappear and make the mind pure. As devotees of beloved Papa and Mataji and as aspirants, we have to watch our thoughts every moment. We have to watch our thoughts every moment to see that our thoughts and actions are on the right path. If not, correct them immediately so that we may not slip down. Vigilance every moment is necessary so that we may not stray away from the path but walk straight towards the supreme goal pointed out by beloved Papa and Mataji. So many clues for the sadhakas. So what we have to renounce? I and mine. Not the external any change is needed. Change of attitude. Attitude needs change. Thinking need to be changed. Inside thinking need to be changed. So Ram Nam constant chanting should be there, and then feeling that everything is, everybody and everything is, it is He who has manifested. And if we feel jealous, hatred or any dislike towards anybody, that means we are feeling towards our Guru only. Papa is our Papa or God. Because God only seated in the form of life in everybody, in everything. So if I hate somebody, I am hating myself in everybody, in everything. Myself means the Guru. If we take Guru, Papa in everybody, manifested as the entire universe, that means I am hating Papa, I am disliking Papa, I have jealousy towards Papa. So we should remember that. Constant chanting, not only chanting, constant chanting is also important. We will do part-time for some time and then try to do other things. So Papa Mataji says constant, constant, constant. That is most important. What we have to renounce is sense of I and mine. This is mine, that is mine, I did everything. Those feelings. It is His power which is making me do. It is His power which is acting through all. He is there in everybody and in everything. That remembrance. We forget. Here it looks okay, no? Papa is okay. As soon as we go out, we see so many forms. That thought won't come. So further they say prayer also helps.
inner seva. Can you please repeat it?
Yes. Based on the teachings of beloved Papa, she emphasized the easiest path of chanting Ram Nam constantly and contemplating on Ram as the supreme being and absolute existence, who had manifested as the entire universe and was seated in every heart. She advised also that side by side we should do all our activities as service to Him. We should do all our activities as service to Him, which means that we should be in tune with Him constantly by Nama, Dhyana and Seva. Dhyana, Seva. Nam, Dhyana, Seva. Seva means usually from the time we get up in the morning till we go to bed, whatever we think, whatever we do, whatever we talk, we should do with love and gratitude everything. That is what Papa Mataji's teachings. That means whatever act I do, I should do with Ishwararpana Buddhi. It is He who is making me to do. It is His power which is making me to do. It is He who is acting through me. That feeling, not lips, feeling should come. Bhavana. If we add that bhavana, it becomes worship. It becomes divine. It becomes karma yoga. Because everything is helping us. And everything is form of God. And everything is provided by Him, because we did not bring anything to this world when we came. And He Himself has manifested as the entire universe. In everybody and everything, it is that power which is there. But usually we forget. Our problem is we forget. Immediately we say, I did this. Oh, this is mine. So God says, I give you power of attorney to play your role in relative plane. You can say it belongs to you for the vyavahara, that is relative plane. But at the same time, you should remember while telling inside that it belongs to God. God is the real owner. I am only a trustee. That remembrance. It's not wrong telling outside, because otherwise vyavahara it will be difficult. Relative plane, we cannot say this is God's, that is God's, confusion will come. He said, oh my dear child, I am giving you power of attorney to say for relative plane, this is yours. But while telling inside, you should remember the real owner is God. That is enough. Outside we have to say, I did this. But when we are telling, we should remember it is His power which made me to do. That is inside remembrance. That bhavana should be there. If He is not there, I won't exist. He is in the form of life. Making this instrument, this equipment to function. Otherwise it is a dead body. Organs by itself won't work, because we have seen in dead body, all organs are present, but nothing is functioning. We have seen this, all of us. So for that remembrance, Mataji says, constant remembrance of God is chanting of Rama with all love and devotion. Any name, with Ram is telling any name of the Lord. That is the simple path. Remember, constantly chant. That will purify us. And whatever we do, it is Ishwararpana Buddhi. When result comes, we should take it as prasad with prasada buddhi. It has come from Him. Result giver is God. So whatever comes from God is prasada. So we should accept as prasada with equal mind, with equanimity. So if we do like that, nothing will bind us, otherwise karma will bind us. So that is what Master's teachings. That's why again and again we should listen to their teachings, contemplate. Satsang will help. Even satsang does not mean we should attend something, but we can also read, go through their teachings whenever possible. Mahatma's teachings, and if their presence is available, we should make use of it. So Sat means the existence, which is there, the God. We should get connected to that. That is Satsang. Getting connected to God who is seated within our hearts. Sat is there in the form of existence. Getting connected to Him. Anyway, all His grace, so many clues to our sadhana. We also will pray from bottom of our heart to bless us all with constant remembrance of Him, constant chanting. Then whatever we do, it is He who is doing through us. Whatever we get, it is coming from Him. So everything we should be able to do with Ishwararpana Buddhi. Then when we receive the results with Prasada Buddhi. It is His power which is making me do. It is His power which is making me to interact. So everything is possible only because He is seated within me in the form of life principle. So whomever, very important thing today Papa told us, if we have jealousy, hatred towards anybody, that means we are having jealousy, hatred towards Papa only. Because Papa is there in all names and forms. So we should love all equally with oneness, feeling one. So whenever we look at anybody, our vision should be, we should see the power in them, not only the personality. Personality may differ, but the power is same. God is in the subtle, mysterious power which is seated in everybody's heart. So though we know, we hear, but we forget. So our humble prayer at His lotus feet is to make us feel His presence every moment of our life. Bless us all with that constant remembrance. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, pranams to you all. Hari Om.